Love you, Dad. All right. What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to HEMTalks.
Welcome back to HEMTalks.
I'm Guyan.
I am Caleb.
Hope everybody's having a great day.
I hope you guys slept well. If you did,
Whatever time
if you woke up,
good morning,
amazing.
good afternoon, good night, potentially, whatever
if
you're doing.
At home, if you're at work, if you're at school, I hope you have a good day, a good night.
Everybody,
make sure you eat,
good.
Drink water.
Yes, drink water, hydrate.
Aguas.
All right. Well, this is episode 5, second episode with visuals.
Second episode.
Hope everybody's
loving. What do you guys
visuals.
think? What do you guys think so far? Is it cool? Are we cool people?
I think the visuals look nice. Personally,
how do we look?
Just saying. Head ass. All right. This episode, I think we wanted to talk about relationships, and not necessarily just like boyfriend and girlfriend relationships, but
on all
spectrum relationships. So
friends,
coworkers, friends, parents, siblings, dogs, whatever the case may be. A rock. If you're friends with a rock.
You got it.
That's you. I don't know. Anyways, so I think I guess the most appropriate place to start is coworkers.
Yeah.
I've personally never had like a job that was like I had like a boss that I didn't know.
Yeah. So
I feel like you're probably the better
candidate
to explain.
Or
to I guess go into depth about coworker. Relationships.
I can go into depth with it because it's not necessarily like a 9-to-5 job that I got.
Right.
You know, because I am a basketball coach and hours are a lot different. But the way I see a relationship with a coworker in terms of being a basketball coach is like all the interaction kind of goes into when we're in the basketball court. Like that's where we connect the most.
Right.
But like outside it's like not so much.
We
Like
got Team Chem.
We got Team Chem.
Team chemistry is crazy.
Right. No,
That's
but
funny.
like, but the way I see it is like outside, like I don't really talk to my coworkers in a sense, unless if it's about basketball, right?
Right.
But usually, how the interaction goes, it's like, "Hey, how are you doing? I'm doing fine. Cool. I'll see you later."
Type shit.
But if it's in the basketball court, it's like, yeah, we're spending that whole time together. You know what I mean?
Right.
Because it's like we both have the same job at the end of the day, and you know, it's just we talk about basketball, we see what's going on, and you know, so it is for sure a lot different. But I will say that there is one person that my personal trainer, I also work for him, and you know, so with him it's a lot different because I had the time to spend time with him outside of basketball.
You worked together with him.
Yeah.
Like you were his prodigy, his student at one point.
Yeah. So it got to a point where I was like hanging out with him outside of the basketball court. So we build a connection, like, you know, it's like a family friend at that point with him.
Right.
But say with the coworker, the varsity coach, right? The other varsity coach, like I'm really close to him because I knew him outside of basketball as well because he's technically a teacher.
Yeah.
So, but it's a different relationship for sure because it's like, okay, with him it's more professional setting, and then we have our moments where we goof around. But with the other coach, like my personal trainer and technically my boss, it's more so like, oh yeah, we can just be whoever we are. Right?
Got like family type shit.
Yeah, exactly.
So
there is no shame. There is no boundary.
So you would say your relationships are good then?
Yeah.
With your coworkers?
Yeah, with my coworkers. Yeah, because at the end of the day, I realize that they share that common interest that I do.
Yeah.
You know, so it's like, I already fuck with you.
Hell yeah. That's
I
cool.
like you already.
Yeah, you're cool already.
Yeah,
you're cool already.
You're cool.
That's cool. For me, I guess I'm kind of in a special kind of circumstance because my parents have their own company. They've always had their own company. So I am the video branch.
Videographer.
The videography branch or the film branch of our company. I film weddings. So I guess my relationship with my coworkers is they're my parents.
So you love them?
So I love them. They're cool. Hang around them all the time.
Damn, they're only cool? They're just cool?
Yeah. No, I'm just playing. No, I love my parents. I love you guys. They're awesome. Kisses to both of you. And Lennon. You're cool too. My sister.
Shout out.
Shout out Lennon. But really, I guess, like I said, I've never had a job.
Yeah.
I guess you could say that was like
where
a 9 to 5.
Like,
more that it was like So I obviously, since we work from home and it's our own thing, I have a very flexible schedule.
Yeah.
So I edit as well. Like I edit videos and things like that. So I mean, I can edit throughout the whole week and only spend 30 minutes on it if I wanted to a day. Yeah. And then, but it'll get done. Right. Shit, you know, it's not what I do. I usually just get the whole thing done in one day and not work the rest of the week, which is sick. But yeah, like I mean, the only thing that I guess is kind of, and which I guess to other people would be kind of or suck about it is that we work on Sunday or Saturdays because that's when weddings are. Yeah, usually Saturdays, Fridays, and to most people that's the days to go out and you know the party.
It's your time off.
I'm not that type of person, so to me it's like bread. Let's get the bread. And I mean, I guess the social interaction is cool too because I mean it's like you're at a wedding, you get to meet new people every weekend. Almost
people,
pretty girls and
you got.
Other than that, shit, I had to sneeze. Fuck.
Bless you.
Shit. Thank you.
That's crazy.
I'm gonna leave that in.
Yeah.
All right. So
raw footage.
Yeah. I guess I have a pretty special connection or relationship with my coworkers.
With their coworkers,
considering that they created me, that I was created by them.
The birth givers,
the birthers, as I like to say. So I guess the next up to that would be maybe like friends, like I guess acquaintances at that point. Because I feel like so what you were.
I see it a difference.
I see a difference too.
Friends and acquaintances. Friends and
acquaintances is a big difference in my opinion.
I mean, we could talk about it.
We could definitely can. Well, I guess we could talk about it right now. So like, for me, like the thing that I could relate to the most about what you were saying about your coaches or your coworkers and anything like that is I feel that was my kind of relationship with my friends at school, acquaintances at school. Yeah. And it was like I could talk to them for hours at school, but I would never text any of them whenever I'm home. You know, we maybe never hang out outside of school or never talk outside, never play video games outside of school.
It just stayed.
It was at school, and we were good friends at school. Yeah, or good. You know, we were good acquaintances or whatever the case may be at school. Yeah. And that's. It's still kind of true to this day. I don't necessarily have a really big friend group. I kind of have like 3, 4, 5 dudes that I kind of keep close, and that's kind of it. Yeah. Personally.
Yeah, I would. In terms of school, I agree. It's exactly the same as well. But you know, I do have those homies that are like that I still talk to, that I still hang out from time to time.
Right, it's different now. You're still in college, so you can still, I guess, kind of socialize with people in that aspect. Like maybe some old classmates or whatever, or new people that you meet. Me, I don't go to college. I don't have any further schooling other than high school. So really, my I guess social time is either the gym, or like going to like the local park to go swim or something, or a wedding.
The wedding,
or the weddings. You know.
Yeah, no, because for me, like I'm still going to
social media.
With you guys.
You guys are our friends. Yeah. Homies entertaining millions.
I hope.
You better be my friend.
Anyways. Yeah, no, in college it's for sure because I'm meeting new people, you know, because you have to sign up to a class and then it's like, oh, okay, I've never seen you. So.
Right. What's your name? What's your name? Does it start over again when you get to college? Like, is it like kindergarten again?
What do you mean?
Where you meet everyone? You're just kind of learning how to meet people. Yeah. Hi, what's your name? We're gonna go around the room and tell you one interesting fact about ourselves. Dude, those used to scare me, bro. I don't know why icebreakers. Well, okay, here's the thing. Here's what's funny. Throughout high school, like freshman, sophomore, junior year, I wouldn't say I had social anxiety, but I didn't like talking in public. So like icebreakers and stuff like that or like presenting projects or anything like that really scared the shit out of me, right? Yeah. So guess what I did senior year? What? I decided to host their pep rallies. Oh, bro.
You is him.
I was him. I was the pep rally guy. If you went to Austin High, Lowell forever.
I didn't go there.
I'm not even from here. So yeah, honestly, it was kind of cool because my coach asked me to do it. Have I told you this story?
He asked you to do it? Yeah. No, you haven't told me this story.
Oh my gosh.
This is new to me.
Check it out. So this was the summer before senior year.
Okay.
And I remember I was leaving from a summer workout. Okay. My football coach said this, by the way. I was leaving from a summer workout, and I was walking by my coach, and he was like, "Hey, come here real quick." I was like, "What's up?" He's like, "Oh, well, I said yes, sir, not what's up."
What's up, coach?
Like, yes, sir.
On the line.
Yeah, on the line, but I was like, "Yes, sir." And he was like, "Are you scared of a mic?" And I was like, yeah, I'm terrified. I was playing. I was playing. I was like,
look what you're doing.
As what was the joke. Crazy. So he was like, nah. Or I was like, nah. No, what's up? He was like, oh, well, last year we didn't really have a pep rally person, and the school spirit's kind of dying out. So we want somebody that's, in the student body to lead this. And they came to me, or they came to the coach. They came to coach. I'm talking as my coach right now. The administration came to me. Sorry. Administration came to me. I'm talking as my coach. The administration came to me to find a student to lead the pep rallies. And the first person that came to mind was you.
I'm you?
Yeah. Yeah. So I was like, okay. Like, it was a split decision. I was just like, I'm going to do it or I'm not. And I was like, all right. So I said yes. And he was like, cool. Get to know this person. And I was like, cool. So I met them one day, and then, we kind of went over it. And there was no, like, training before. Like it was like the first pep rally was in 2 weeks.
Oh, damn.
Like, to this point. Yeah. At that point. The first pep rally was in 2 weeks. That was our first home game, I think, or something like that.
Okay.
And I was scared. I was like, bro, I've never talked in front of this many people, let alone the whole school is going to know who I am. Like, they're going to see my face. Like, it's like crazy. If I... I talk, like, I'm going to talk to the whole student body. And it, like, in my brain, I was like, oh, wow, that's, like, really terrifying. But then I was like, just do it.
It is what it is.
I was like, bro, I already said yes, let's just do it. Mm-hmm. So, I was really, I was really close to being like, oh, I can't do it. I'm sick, this and that. Like, I was just going to make an excuse to the dude. And I was like, bro, I'm being raised no bitch. So I went to the school. I had practice that morning, so I went and I practiced, and I was like just sweating. Like, as soon as I got done practice, I was like, "Fuck, I have to go do this pep rally now." So I changed, got into my attire or whatever, went to the gym, and I went and met with the director, the DJ basically of the DJ. He was the DJ. He had like the big he had a turntable and everything, his computer and everything. He had all the mics and everything set up. So me and him talked. We were like, hey, here's the schedule. So they gave me a script. I had a script every time.
Oh, okay.
Script. It's like basically like a time frame, a timeline. It was a timeline of how the whole thing was, because there's different sections of a pep rally. Yeah. So
time management basically, because we only have this amount of time and we have to get through everything, but also not be too fast to where like people can leave early. Time,
yeah, exactly. So it was like sometimes it was filler that I had to do. So anyways, this first time I'm looking at this list and I'm like, man, I'm terrified. But then thankfully one of the cheerleaders came up that was in my grade that I'd known for a long time. She's like, oh, don't worry about it, you're gonna do great, we can help you out and this and that. I was like, oh, I appreciate it, cool.
In his head he was like, thanks.
I was like, thanks. So then I started to like kind of calm down. People started coming to the gym, and then really I was like, a lot of people started to come in the gym, and I was like, I'm so nervous to speak on this mic. Let me just speak on it now while there's not that many people in here so that I can get used to talking to it. So I just flipped the mic on and I was like, hey, what's going on, everybody? These are the sections, because we had sections for different, in the gym for different grade levels. So I was like, here are the seniors, here are the juniors, here are the freshmen, here are the sophomores. Yeah. So I went ahead and relayed that message, I guess, across the whole thing. And from then on, I was like, okay, cool. Like, I was good.
You can do this.
I was like, I'm good. Yeah. So then, the pep rally starts. Everybody starts, clapping. The band starts playing. The band comes in. Everybody kind of starts playing. The cheerleaders are kind of dancing or whatever. And it's like, it's time for the football guys to come out. I was part of the football guys, so I knew them. So I was like, okay, cool. Like, I could talk to these people.
You don't have to rehearse names.
I'm not a weirdo. And it's like,
how do I say this name?
No. It's not even that. I didn't have to say names. It was just like, I could just... Sassenheimer in football, and it's like I could go to them because they were my teammates, and I could be like, oh damn, I'm kind of nervous, and be like, oh bro, you're good, bro, don't trip about it. Yeah. So I was like, oh, okay. So they kind of helped me out. And they're like, dude, don't trip, it'll be good, it'll be fun. I was like, all right, cool. Yeah. Bet. Bro, I ran out there. What's going on, Austin? Bro, from then on, I was a legend.
Swag.
From then on, I was a legend.
A lot of swag.
Then on, I was a legend, bro. I'm talking like. I was just known as the pep rally guy. People still know me to this day as the pep rally guy. As the pep rally guy.
That's crazy.
Like, I've had people that are seniors now or that are about to graduate that are like, you're the pep rally guy.
You're the pep rally
I'm like, yeah, I was the pep rally guy. What's up? What's up? So I think that was really cool. So that basically allowed me to kind of get over my fear. I was uncomfortable speaking in public.
Of public speaking.
Okay. So.
Yeah.
So that was my relationship with my coach. So then after that, relationships with my friends, I guess, with the school, it was, again, I was known as the pep rally guy. And I necessarily wasn't respected, but everyone knew who I was. Okay. So therefore, I could kind of get along with everybody. Yeah. Because I kind of had I almost brought like a central topic to talk about. To every group. Oh, okay. Does that make sense? Yeah. So it's like I could go to any group and they'd be like, "Oh, you're the
pep rally guy."
Yeah, and then I can give the whole story and kind of talk about it, and then we can
branch off,
and then and then we're cool friends, or we could talk. So that was cool. I get to the social aspect, and what's funny is no one really made fun of me. Like I was really it
takes a lot of.
I was so like nervous. I was like, man, this is gonna be like if I fuck up or if I say something weird or like some people are gonna be like, everybody's gonna make fun of me or like this and that. Or, like people still are gonna make fun of me. Like they're gonna think I'm weird because I'm doing a pep rally. Like, bro, I was with love. Everybody showered me with love, which is cool. Like I would walk in the hallways like after the pep rally. I'm talking the first one. This is the first pep rally I did. I was walking in the hallways. Man, you did so good, bro. I'm like, bro, don't do that, bro. I'm gonna be on this bit every time, bro. Don't play.
Don't gas me up.
And I was every time after that. Every time after that, I was the guy.
A legend in the making.
So it was pretty cool. That was a really cool experience, and I'm really glad I got to do that because it definitely because now I can do things like this.
Yeah, because now you're here.
Yeah, now I'm here.
Yeah,
so that's pretty cool.
I mean, it takes a lot of balls to do that. Heck yeah. To be honest.
How did we get into that conversation?
What?
Public speaking.
Public speaking.
Or how did we? Where was the segue into that?
Because we were talking about relationship with like in terms of friends at school or whatever.
Oh yeah, you're right.
So you just branched out because your coach.
I remember. Yes. Yeah. I get it. So basically, I just branched out and I was able to meet more people.
Yeah.
But like I was saying, now I don't have that. It's like it's
limited now.
I'm again back to the weddings, gym.
That's
park.
Where you do most of your interactions.
Yeah, for sure.
I feel I mean it's the same, I guess, with me in a way because I still see the people that I used to maybe like go to school with, like in high school, because I'm a basketball coach and I work at that high school, you know what I mean?
Right.
So they're like, oh yeah, you used to play for the team, you're the coach. Yeah. So it's either you know me as
the old player Caleb or
the old player Caleb or the coach. Yeah.
Yeah.
And either way, they're like, oh yeah, I know him.
That's cool.
Like he used to play at my school.
Well, that's cool. I feel that I kind of had something a little similar to that, or I was gonna try to do something similar to that with football. It's actually more water polo, actually.
Oh yeah, I remember. You were talking about that in episode
2.
Yeah.
Yeah. Kind of talking about like how I felt really accepted and everything by everybody on the water polo team. Mm-hmm. So as a senior, even though I only played for 2 years.
Yeah.
As a senior, like my senior year was my second season. I'd only played for 2 years. Yeah. They still looked at me like I was a captain or I was like, an upperclassman. I was
one of them.
I was one of them. So like that was really cool. I was like, man, I just barely met all of y'all. Y'all look up to me. Like that's sick. That's crazy. That's super cool.
It's a good feeling for sure.
For sure. And what was really cool is I got the water polo guys in the pep rallies. Like that wasn't a thing. That wasn't a thing. Wow. It was just football and volleyball and basketball if it was basketball season.
Yeah.
Because usually, I don't know if it was like this for y'all, but for us, all our pep rallies were during football season. Football and volleyball season.
Well, that's the thing though. Our high school doesn't have a football team. We share.
Yeah.
So mind you, we share a campus with
I remember that. So yeah, you were telling me about that. If you want to
play football, you're going to play football for that school.
Oh, right? That makes sense. So, okay, so you have to go to that school if you're going to play.
Yeah. So our main pep rallies would technically be basketball or soccer. Because our soccer team was nice.
Yeah.
They were nice.
Yeah, that makes sense.
And then when I was playing, like we were nice.
Yeah, right.
But now, like, we're coming up again.
Right.
I would say for sure soccer would be like the main, and then we're like right below them. You know what I mean?
Yeah, basketball. Yeah. That makes sense. For my school, our football team was never the strongest. Even though we had a football team, it's more of a Texas thing to have pep rallies, I guess, for the football team.
Yeah.
So we had, but really, honestly, they were more for our women's sports. So like our volleyball,
that's fine.
We're district champs. Our basketball were state champs almost. Like it was like
they were nice.
Yeah, they were nice.
That's fine.
All of them, all of our all our female basketball players and all of our female volleyball players. Shout out to y'all.
That's fire.
They were really good. They were really good. Or at least when I like the team that I got to watch, basically, like they were my grade and the grade below. Like They were really good.
They were really good.
So that was cool. I got to basically honor them. But basically, at the last pep rally, I got the water polo team to have a little segment to talk about it. We were 14th in the state.
Oh, damn.
And our team was 14th in the state.
That's still really good if you think about it. Yeah,
bro. No, we were the best team in Central Texas for 2 years. 3 years, I think.
3?
I think after this year, it's 3 years. I don't know. Honestly, I haven't really kept up with water polo this year. But I know when I was playing my senior year, we were 14th in district. I think we were 14th in the state, and I think we were higher my junior year. Higher ranked. I think we were like 12th or 13th or 11th in the state.
Yeah, that's still really good.
No, we were a good water polo team, and it was a club for a really long time. Like it was like it wasn't even UIL.
Yeah, I remember.
It was barely UIL my senior year. So it was really cool. We made it to state both years. So that was dope.
So to come back on track with
relationships.
So I guess we technically threw in teammates on that.
Yeah,
well, you did.
Well,
like you
kind
threw
of
in
the
the
same
teammates,
thing.
friends, and then acquaintances.
Yeah, that was kind of my teammate relationship. I was really taken. What's the word? I was taken in by the water polo team, and my football teammates were cool too. I loved them also.
But okay, so let me ask you: like, would you say your relationship with water polo is stronger than football, or the other way around? Like in terms of like your teammates.
That's a great question. I feel that
like who are you closest with? Your water polo teammates or your football teammates?
I think I have more football teammates that I talk to now rather than water polo.
Okay.
What I will say is that water polo, whenever I started playing, it was like not like it never skipped a beat. Type thing is like I joined and I was already a part of them. Type thing. While
Okay, I get
football,
what you
it was
mean.
like you kind of have to earn your spot.
Yeah,
you kind of have to earn your respect. Type thing. So there, it was kind of like. My football, I love my football teammates, and I had really good friendships with a lot of them. But it was still kind of like, even though it's a hierarchy, it really is a hierarchy when it comes, like literally a strength hierarchy when it comes to power.
I could imagine.
In water polo, it was different. It was like I was kind of just the outcast because everybody else was swimmers.
Yeah,
so I was the football player. They're like, why are you here? So everybody wanted to talk to me type thing. So it was really cool. So yeah, my teammate relationships have always been really good. I don't think I've ever had a problem with teammates ever that I can think of. Maybe one little hiccup every now and then.
Yeah, I mean,
but it was it was dumb.
Yeah,
it was
that
dumb.
happens. It's bound to happen.
Yeah,
it builds chemistry.
For sure.
I feel like those ups and downs do build that chemistry for sure for the team.
So what do you think about teammates? Like, how are your relationships with teammates?
In a sense, like I still talk to him here and there, right? But I wouldn't say we hang out as much anymore.
Right.
Because again, like we're all growing up, we got all good stuff to do.
Another thing is like at this age especially, people go off to college, so it's like people are in different places.
Yeah. So people are still probably here. Like, well, I say here as in Colorado.
Yeah, Colorado.
Right? Like they're still in Colorado, or if not, like they're taking time off in another state and then they'll come back like every few months or whatever.
Right.
But in terms of like relationship with them during basketball season, it was amazing. Like I saw these dudes as like brothers. Like, they were my brothers. Like if you did them wrong, like
I'm my brother's keeper.
Right.
Type shit.
But yeah, outside it's like we still all have a bunch of love for each other and all that. Like again, because we all see each other as like brothers and stuff like that. But we don't really hang out. But if we do, it's gonna be basketball. Right?
Well, you know what I will say is going kind of piggybacking off what you said. Like, the relationships are different now.
Yeah.
But what always surprises me, or sometimes what's funny, is that like, for example, like this year I went to some of the football games for varsity, and surprisingly they were all so excited to see us. Yeah. Like the seniors or the graduated seniors. Yeah. And to me it was like, Really? Like you cared about this that much? And it's like, yeah, bro, we missed y'all. Like the locker room's not the same. And I'm like, really? Like it's like that? And they're like, yeah, dude, it's like, it's different now. The culture's different, you know? I'm like, damn, that's crazy. So I guess, but since you're a coach still, like, do you try and implement that same culture that you used to have with your teammates?
Yeah,
like in a way, ones now?
Yeah, in a way, because the way I coach, it's more so in like a straightforward way, but also in a comforting way. I don't know if that makes sense.
You mean something, but you're gonna say it like, I got your back, but you have to do this.
But you have to do it. Like you got to tee up, right? So
that makes sense.
So let me give you an example, right? one of our big men. His name is Miles. I remember we had a game and he was struggling a bit. He couldn't find his rhythm. Right, he didn't know exactly what to do.
Just an off day or just?
It was an off moment. I wouldn't call it an off day because he played amazing
the rest of the day.
Yeah,
I got you.
But it was an off moment. Right, so he started the game off a little bit like weak, and he didn't realize that they were like the person who was guarding him was like short. Like, mind you, he is taller than me, so he's probably like 6'6", maybe
6'6".
I don't know how tall he is now. He's pretty tall.
It's a big boy.
I don't know how tall he is now. Awesome. But either way, he didn't realize that there was somebody shorter guarding him, and he can easily just shoot over the dude.
Right.
Like, I remember because the other coach pulled him out. He was like, "Come out because you're not doing shit." So I pulled him aside from everybody and was like, "What's wrong?" And he's like, "I'm not getting the ball. I'm not performing. I'm not making anything." I'm like, "Okay, one, you're not getting the ball because you're not saying shit. I don't hear you out in the court, and like you need to make yourself known to everybody that you have somebody that's smaller than you. Give me the ball, mismatch, boom, go to work."
Yeah.
And he was like, "Okay." And I was like, "All right, two."
Okay.
Because he's got a deep ass voice.
No,
right?
I know. I was like, I know it made sense, but it was just funny. Okay.
He's like, "Okay." But anyways, yes. So I told him, I was like, be vocal.
Yeah.
Like, you're not saying shit. Like, you sound like you're scared right now. Put some bass into your voice, even though you already have a lot.
Put some more bass into your voice.
And volume.
Yeah.
And have everybody on the court, like,
know that you're there.
Yeah, exactly. And he's like, "All right, I'll do that." And then I was like, "Okay, another thing. If you realize that the dude who's guarding you is like really short compared to you should have no problem shooting over him."
You're like, "Bro,
at all."
The ball.
I was like, "All right, this is what I want you to do as soon as you go in. I want you to go high post, call for the ball, turn around, shoot it."
Yeah.
Or at least put one like a little move, back him down, get a little hook, do it. And I promise you're gonna get every bucket like in the hoop.
Yeah.
He's like, "All right," and I was like, "All right, sit down, let coach know when you're ready." Like, "All right, cool." He's like, "All right, coach, I'm ready." Puts him in again, and then coach is like, "This is your last time, because like if you keep fucking up, I'm just gonna sit you out the whole game."
Right.
And I was honestly scared. I was like, he better tee up.
Do it, bro, please.
You better tee up.
Yeah.
So as soon as he like got onto the court, he's like, "All right, cool." In terms of defense, he was amazing because he's just blocking, rebounding, whatever.
Big dude.
But he got in into the game, and then I think we were inbounding to set up for offense, and he did exactly what I told him to do. He went up to high post, boom, he got a shot, he made it. I was like, "All right, cool." Next play, the same thing, another shot, boom. Same game, post up, he put a move up, he made another bucket. I think he ended up that game with like 10 plus. I don't know exactly, but it's the aspect of like that he heard me and understood what I said in a way where I'm not fucking yelling at him. Like, yes, I will yell at you if you're on some fuck shit, right?
If you're doing some dumb shit.
If you're doing some dumb ass shit, like I'm gonna yell at you, but I'm gonna keep my composure and tell you straight up. Like, I'm gonna be like, "You're fucking up, but these are the steps that you need to take in order to to succeed."
You're just the real coach, which is tough. Like you're the calm, cool, collected real coach. Yeah, that's cool.
And I'm not saying that like the other coaches are doing the wrong thing on
I mean telling them what to do.
But it's just the way I coach is a lot different to how they coach, right? Yeah. And I mean he was able to listen. He teed up and he had an amazing game. I was like, and then he comes up to me, he's like, "Hey, like I really do appreciate you for like telling me what I fucked up in," and I was able to have a good game. I was like, "Hey, it's at the end of the day, it's you. I only gave you a little path to follow."
Yeah, I showed you the way, bro.
Yeah, I just showed. Do you know the way? I know the way.
You can lure a horse to water, but you can't make him drink.
Indeed. So I mean, yeah, he followed up and he was like,
"Fuck with me, come on now.
Fuck with me, come on." But yeah, it was just like it was that relationship with like my boys, right? Like as a coach, it's for sure. It's like they still see me as a coach, but I understand that they also still see me as like their teammate, and they're like,
that makes sense.
Because they don't. There's times where they don't call me coach, and they're just like, "Hey, Caleb." I'm like,
whoa.
First of all, back it up. I'm your coach right now.
Yeah,
I'm your coach.
Now.
So call me coach.
Yeah,
because it's a professional.
Yeah. It makes it's respect. I get it.
Right. So and they're like, okay, like, my bad. But still, at the end of the day, like, I'm still gonna joke around with him. I'm still gonna like goof around with him. But when it's time to work, I'm turning that switch on. I'm like, all right, like, chill out. Let's get to work. Yeah. Like, we're here for business.
Yeah, no, it's business time. You know what I mean? No, that makes sense. That's one thing that I low-key wish that I did do. So in football, I did kind of do that.
Coach?
Yes, a little bit. It was more of like helping the freshmen around the weight room, around how we do things. Okay. Like the culture of our
So more like an introduction type of
I was just more of a captain rather than a coach type thing. Okay, so I mean, it wasn't just me. There was a few different people that had this role as well. But I mean, I remember, there was times where it's like I'm walking around. So we would always work out before the freshmen. So this is summer workouts. So I remember, there's times where it's like we would do our whole lift or whatever, and then the freshmen would come and like some of us would be outside doing the outside workout, some of us would be inside doing the inside workout. So I remember I did a lot of the inside workouts in the weight room. Because that's always kind of where I felt more comfortable anyways. And I really did get joy from helping the little or the younger athletes, the younger group, basically, I guess find their
path.
Find their path, find where they are or where their place in the system, find where their benchmarks at for weight and stuff like that. Like that was all really important. Also, correcting form, like starting good habits from the get is really important. And I mean, super important for you too. I know that's like a big, really big thing, especially with basketball, because I feel like basketball is a really repetitive thing. Like it's like you really have to shoot and dribble and dribble and dribble, and then that's when you can say like,
get it down.
Like you have to put a lot of hours in. And I feel like it's kind of the same way with football, but I feel that with football you get more benefit when you can understand it in your brain. And when you're physically strong and powerful and fast. I feel like that's when you succeed the most in football. When you're allowed to just kind of do whatever you want because your IQ is so high and like you can just flow with the game, that's when football's fun. I can't say I really ever got to that point, sadly. I feel like I was almost there, but I don't think I got it quite yet. Like I feel that if I played D-line senior year, I feel like if I played linebacker, I probably would have been a lot different. I would have got it, I think. But I'm glad I didn't play linebacker because the whole head thing, we talked about this. But where I was going with that is that I'm kind of sad because I didn't get to do that with water polo. I had the opportunity to senior year for like a spring type thing. Like I had the opportunity to get in the pool with the younger guys. But I passed up on it because it was later in the day and I was already doing I already had other stuff planned. Like I had like Muay Thai and stuff like that. Like I was fighting Muay Thai at that point, or, whatever the case may be. So I didn't want to be at the pool. And it kind of sucks because like right now I don't fight Muay Thai anymore. And I wish I would have been at the pool. I wish I would have been at the pool and helped them out because for me, like that's like a big thing that I really like because for me, we talked about this. I love I want to spread the passion for water polo because it really helped me, and it socially, I guess, kind of it helped me. So I wanted to spread that because basically the love of water polo because water polo to me is potentially the greatest sport to exist potentially besides fighting. I like fighting a lot more, but. Like potentially, it really could be, in my opinion. I just feel that honestly, no shade to anybody else, no shade to any other athlete because I've been a multiple sport athlete. Hear me out. So have you.
I know.
Water polo is by far the people that play water polo. The athletes that play water polo are by far the most developed and athletic people. I know that's a hot take. No, it's a hot take, and I'm saying it because I
can't personally speak on it because I've never done water polo.
No, I know, but I'm saying because you have to think about it. If for those that don't know about water polo, did I explain it a lot? Like the rules about it and everything.
In episode 2,
I did, right? Yeah. It's a 12-foot pool. You can't touch the bottom. You're swimming at all times. Yeah. You can only catch the ball with one hand. Yep. You have somebody drowning you at all times. Yep. So really, you kind of have to think about it. It's like you are basically a basketball player and a soccer player and a football player that swims really good.
Yeah.
And a wrestler.
Your life is at risk.
Literally. Obviously football, your life's at risk too, because and fighting, your life's at risk. But literally, you could drown.
Yeah.
I almost watched somebody drown.
For real.
One of my teammates almost got drowned.
Damn.
Yeah, it was crazy. Some dude almost drowned him. Like that ass.
Insane.
Like it was a really intense game. And it just started getting chippy because it was funny because this team had beat us twice before in the season. This is my junior year. It beat us twice in the season before. Ooh. This is the regional championship game of Central Texas. It was us against them.
So they were basically like your rivals.
Our rivals. Jeez. We hadn't beat them up until this point. This game, bro, smacked the dog out of them, bro. Smacked the dog out of them. Good, bro. Good. Oh my God. Sorry, that was my competitive. Sorry. Yeah. It was so good, bro. Like it was such a good feeling. But in that game, it got kind of chippy, and they literally almost drowned my teammate. I remember one of the moms walked past our bench and flipped everybody off from the other team.
That is insane.
Dude, she walked past. We're in the pool at halftime, and she turns around and looks at us and flips both hands, flips everybody off and walks past. Both hands. We're like,
thumb out or thumb in?
I'm in. It was serious, bro.
Oh, wow.
The fingers weren't up. Fingers weren't. It was here, brother. It was here.
It was right here. Wow. That is insane.
Okay.
You see, because there's a difference if you do the thumb out.
There's a thumb out. It's there's like fingers up. Whatever. There's a whole lot of difference.
It's like
but
whatever.
Nah, it was serious. Like she was like, man, fuck you. I was like, okay, cool. And that's why we beat the dog shit out of your team.
Stupid.
Out of your son.
Stupid.
So I almost drowned your son.
Once again.
Tell him. I feel like now. We've talked a lot about sports. We've talked a lot about other relationships. Let's get into actual relationships, bro. The nitty gritty, the main ones. We've had our fair share. We've had our fair share of situationships, relationships, friendships, FWBs, whatever, all the above.
Hookups, whatever.
All the aboves.
Something like that.
When do you remember getting your first girlfriend? How many girlfriends have you had?
2, 3.
How long were they though?
Like years.
Years?
It would be like years.
Like past year?
Yeah, my longest is like 2 years.
Yeah. They're both. I've had 2 relationships that I consider actual relationships. They were both a year and 7 months.
A year and 7 months. Oh damn. Okay.
Yep.
Christ.
Yep. Christ. So you've had more. What do you think about relationships now? Where you're at now, what do you think about?
Okay,
like what? Like looking back, what would you do different? What?
Oh, there's a lot.
There's a lot of stuff that I would do different now. So much stuff different that I would do different now.
I would do differently. Yeah. Holy crap.
Yeah.
I feel okay. So this is the thing. I feel like
to clarify, we were children.
Yes,
we're learning. We're learning.
I was stupid.
Yeah, we were stupid.
But like this is This is the thing. Like, I feel like the relationship I had, well, my most recent, right? I feel like.
How many years ago was that?
This was, we dated in like sophomore year.
So senior year?
Till senior year, yeah.
Got you. So this was like 2 years ago? About 2 years ago? Okay. So you're about like, what, a year and a half separated, 2 years separated?
Yeah.
Got you.
About somewhere.
Got you.
But yes, I feel like that relationship, I feel like the way I see it was like very limited because again we were in high school, so we didn't really have much freedom in terms of like let's go out here, let's go out there, let's go out, let's do this and that.
Right.
Like I feel like if I had that same relationship, say now, it would be a lot better. For sure.
But do you think it had anything to do with culture? Was it cultural?
In terms of what?
Was it like, okay? So
elaborate on culture.
For example, I know that whenever I was in a relationship, my last one, we weren't allowed to hang out very often because my ex's mom was really trying to make sure that my ex was on the right path. Academically, scholastically, athletically, whatever the case may be. So in life. And we were young. We were sophomores, freshmen and sophomores. Yeah. So valid for sure.
Yeah, that's a good reason.
To the extent that was kind of where it was like we were in a relationship for, like I said, a year and 7 months. But for a good year and 5 of those months, to her mom, we were friends. Like she didn't know we were dating. Like it was like that.
Crazy.
You know what I'm saying?
So it was a hidden relationship.
It was a hidden relationship from her mom. My parents knew.
Yeah.
They were all about, they were for me. They were supportive. They had my back.
Yeah.
That's what I mean by culture. Like, it's like, so.
Oh, it was, then I would say
like,
in that aspect.
Because I don't know what it's like for white people. I can only speak what it's like for Mexican people. I know that, like, our parents can be overprotective and can be, they worried. Can worry and, all the above. So I didn't know if that was maybe a reason or if it was literally because of school. It was like you just didn't have time.
Well, I mean, okay, here's the thing. Like with my ex, it's like in the same aspect of like my parents knew about the relationship. Like they were supportive about it, whatever. Her mom knew about it, but her dad was a bit iffy about it.
I got
He
you.
was iffy about the relationship.
Just because of you, or just in general?
I feel like it was. I feel like it was more so like in general, for her and who I was, because he didn't really know me, right? Like I knew her mom like really good. Like I had a good relationship with her,
right?
But like literally, I only said hi to that man once. I think, like once or twice.
Yeah, that's tough.
But I mean, I understand because he's a working man. He's always working, so he was like busy all the time.
Right.
But the time that I did, it was just like, "How are you doing?" And that's it. But I don't know. I feel like the way we could have worked out would have been better if we weren't in high school. That's what I mean by that, in a way. Because again, we were limited. We were young.
Well, so. I guess the next question would be like, do you miss that relationship? Do you regret it? Do you wish it happened now?
I feel like that relationship, once it ended, was a learning. It was like a lesson. For sure. Right? Oh, they are. Yeah, they all are. They all are. Because I don't regret that relationship, but at the same time, I don't necessarily, as of right now where I'm at, I don't necessarily want to go back to that relationship. For sure. Because, like, obviously there's other aspects to it, and I just like, I'll leave it at that, and I just want to move on. For sure. Right? So, yeah, it's time to move on. Because I was hurting for like a while, and you know that. Yeah. we talked about it. We talked about it a lot. But in that, I don't regret that relationship, and like there's a difference, like that I still love her, but in the sense of like, oh, if something bad were to happen to her, like I am gonna be worried, right? But I'm not necessarily gonna be all lovey-dovey with them and all this and that. Like, I care for them, right? It's that care love that I have for them, but I don't necessarily see you the exact same way anymore. Like, I don't like the whole forgive and never forget type thing. Exactly. Is that kind of what you mean? Okay. Yeah. I can kind of get behind that. I feel it's kind of the same way. I personally would not. I wouldn't go back. I wouldn't be back in that relationship. Just because well, here's the thing. Here's what I will say. I feel that, I don't know if she agrees with me or not about this. I feel that we were both very immature. I feel that we were both trying to be somebody we weren't. And I feel that with that being said, and to compound that, we necessarily weren't allowed to be together. So that all those things just kind of were already, it just kind of wasn't good. It was kind of a toxic place that ended up being more of a habit and like a necessity rather than I love you type thing. Like it was like more of like a possession thing for both of us. It happened both ways. Yeah, I don't know if she thinks that. I don't know if my ex thinks that, but it happened kind of both on the ways. Same boat. Yeah. And in that sense of for my relationship with her, it was kind of the same thing, I would say. And personally speaking, it was more so like with me, I would say like jealousy got to me a lot. Same. But it was for the same reason that I wasn't like, I guess, like, because I wouldn't talk about the issue or an issue to say, like, my mom, right? Because she understands how a woman is. She's been in relationships and this and that. I was because I always a girl, right? But like, I would never go to her like, "Hey, is this wrong?" or "Hey, I'm feeling this type of way. Should I feel this way?" Like, I wouldn't reach out. I would just kind of free ball it. You know what I mean? I was just kind of like, whatever. Like, what I know is what I'm gonna do. Right. Which was honestly pretty bad, but I mean, we grown. Yeah, we grown now. I've learned.
Yes, I agree with that. I feel that jealousy was a really big issue. Well, here's the thing: is as in that time in that relationship, there was a lot of things going on. First things first, it was over quarantine.
Yeah,
I couldn't see her. You know what I'm saying?
So it made it. Yeah,
it made that even that another level that was even harder.
Yeah.
I couldn't see her. I couldn't spend time with her because we weren't allowed to be together, and we couldn't go out.
Right.
To sneak around. We couldn't go to school.
Right. No, I mean, no one was
going to school. There wasn't like
everything was shut down.
There was no social. So it was like I almost got to know her over the phone. Therefore, I don't feel like I know her. Still to this day, I don't necessarily think I know her all the way.
That's crazy.
Isn't that wild?
That is
like
crazy.
I literally dated a person that I really thought that I was like, but I just didn't know.
That's crazy.
Her. Like I obviously talked to her in person.
Okay, so then what do you think of like long distance relationships?
It's not a thing.
Really?
No.
So you don't believe in long distance relationships?
Not anymore.
Okay.
Not anymore.
Before we go into that, the way I see long distance relationships, like it can work. I feel like it can work to a certain point. Because if you truly love a person, like you will want to pursue them, right? Like you will do your absolute best to arrange plans to get to meet that person for a week, a month, a year maybe, who knows? But I've never been in a long distance relationship. I've had a situationship.
Yeah, I've never been in one either.
I don't know if I want to call it a situationship, but still, like it is.
I was in a situationship.
It's a situation.
A long distance situationship.
But like I said, like the thing that gets to you in terms of like long distance relationships, it's like, damn, like you're really that far from me. Like,
well, it becomes. So here's the thing. Here's what I have to say about it.
Yeah,
I feel that for maybe some people, I think the only way that it could work is if you were with somebody for years prior, and they needed to go somewhere for school.
So like you've already met this person in
y'all are dating
in real life.
Yeah, y'all are like.
And then they just like, oh, I gotta go to
Well, it's not like it's like, hey, I got this opportunity. I
gotta leave the country.
I get to go to. I have to leave the country. I have to go to a different state. I get to go to a different college. Whatever the case may be, and that's up between you and that person how y'all feel about that. Because for me personally, physical touch is my love language. As well as quality time.
Yeah,
I can't do those things in a long distance relationship. That's really how I feel love. Therefore, I don't get that love. I don't get the reassurance from a long distance relationship. It doesn't work for me. You know what I'm saying? You see what? So for some people, it could work if your love language is like words of affirmation or like gifts, because they can send you gifts, things like that. Then maybe long distance could work. Yeah. Like I said, me personally, just my love languages, it doesn't work.
This is
the other thing. One more idea about that is that I'm kind of the same way as I can have jealous tendencies or like jealousy tendencies or overthinking tendencies. Yeah. And whenever there's a distance, it makes it worse because
you're
not only because I can't do anything about it, literally, if that was the case, I couldn't do anything about it. And also the words can get lost in translation, or the meaning can get lost in translation. So it's like, it's hard to really express how you feel. I feel like the best way to communicate with somebody is
in person,
like this, in person. And I mean, you just have to set rules and ground rules. Yeah. So that's why it doesn't work for me.
Yeah, because like for instance, like if we need to address an issue, like I'd rather talk to you in person.
100%.
Like,
why am I going to talk to you on the phone?
Like I don't want to text.
I'm not going to text you.
I'm going to be mad as hell, and I might throw my phone across the room or whatever. Yeah. Or things just might not come across exactly how they
like
need
I said,
to
meanings can be lost in translation.
So yeah, I understand your points, but like I've never personally been in a long distance relationship to really say if I like it or not, but I do think it can work.
Like for some people, maybe. Yeah. For some people, maybe.
Anyway.
Well, let me give you my experience, shall I?
Yeah.
You know.
We know.
So we, this is what, a year ago? 2 years ago? 2 years ago? 2 years ago.
It depends on what you're talking about. Are you talking about
when we first met?
Oh, that was the first time we met. I think it was like the second time that I hung out with you.
So,
the second time.
It wasn't the second time.
No
way. I was a junior. I guess it maybe was the second. Was that the second time?
I think so. I don't remember it being the first time. I don't know.
It wasn't the first time.
It wasn't the first time because I remember who we talked to.
That wasn't the first time.
Right, because... Yeah.
Second
No,
time.
so...
What was the second time we hung out? The third time. What did we do the second time?
I don't remember. We hung out too many times too.
Yeah, it's been a while.
Either way, it was sometime...
Anyway, it happened my junior year. So let's say maybe 2-3 years ago.
Okay.
Let's say 2 years ago.
Oh, no, it was... Okay, I remember now. Yes, it was 2 years ago. It was 2 years ago.
2022. I met him 2021. 2022? How did I turn?
Either way, we were...
He was over.
I was over.
He was over, and he was talking to somebody already. He was talking... how did y'all meet? You and her.
Why do I not remember? That's insane. I'm so sorry.
Did y'all just meet on like Snapchat?
I think it was if I remember correctly, I think she...
Oh, it was her friend. You knew her friend.
Oh, okay. Now I remember. Oh my. Okay. So it goes back. It goes back.
He had a situationship with her friend.
No. Okay. So her friend knew my cousin first.
Oh, really?
Our cousin Gio.
Oh, weird.
Because he's popping on TikTok.
No way.
he's got a bunch of.
Dude,
likes.
you know, Grandpa showed me. He's like, it's tu primo. It's tu primo. I was like, yeah, Gio. I'm like, yeah, I know.
Yeah. Shout out Gio.
Oh, yo, that was tough. I got that on video. That was sick. All right.
Anyways,
hell yeah.
Yeah, shout out Gio. I love you, bro.
Yeah, shout out Gio.
So her friend, she knew my cousin and whatever, and then I think, because usually, like, if you post on Instagram, like, I'm gonna comment, like, I'm gonna hype you up. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. So I think that's what happened. I think I commented in one of Gio's posts, mm-hmm. and her friend, like, found me, and she thought I was cute and whatnot. So mm-hmm. then she followed me, and then I hit her up. I was like, whatever. So then it went on through a time where it was just, like, me and her talking mm-hmm. at first, and, like, FaceTiming and whatnot. And then it was one day where she was like, hey, is it cool if I add someone to the FaceTime call, like one of my homegirls? Mm-hmm. I was like, yeah, go ahead. So then, boom. And that's when mm-hmm. the main...
Of the story, the main character of the story.
The main character of the story.
The second main character of the story.
We'll call her Miss Officer.
We can call her Miss Officer.
Miss Officer. Red lights. Anyways, so yeah, she got brought up into that FaceTime. Mm-hmm. And so I was like, all right, cool. And then at that time, I was like, yo, why am I low-key feeling her a little more than first shorty?
Well, I've never met the other one. I've met...
You Officer. Know about her.
I know about her. But I've never met her, so I've never talked to her or anything. No. Officer was cool.
Officer is cool.
She's cool.
I mean, I think she's cool.
You're cool.
You're cool. You're cool. I guess. But
and then
yeah. Anyways, like she got brought up, and I was mm-hmm. messing with her a little mm-hmm. more. So I was like, all right, cool. I think from there, I don't know if it was her Snapchat first or Instagram first, but either way, I got her socials first, mm-hmm. and then from there we started talking, and then I just kind of detached from the first one, and then went on to Mrs. Officer, mm-hmm. and then it was just kind of like, all right, cool.
So they were talking a month. He came down to Texas, and they were on the phone, and this was the first time that Officer had met me.
Yeah.
And she was like, hey.
I introduced you.
Yes. She was like, hey, I have a friend who's trying to get over something. First one. Trying to get over. So she sends me her Snapchat. I add her. Don't talk to her. I never talked to her, ever. I never spoke a word to her, never met her.
That's
nothing.
Right.
And then, like, 2 days later, y'all are on the phone again. And she's like, oh, hey, I'm going to add my friend. Literally the same thing. I'm going to add my friend. We're like, cool. She adds her, and it's...
Her best friend.
Her best friend. What do we call her? I can call her Feathers.
Feathers. You can call her Feathers.
If you know.
If you know,
you know. Feathers.
Again, we did that synchronously,
That was sick.
Anyways,
okay, so me and Feathers, we didn't talk It
took a while.
It took a while. It took the whole trip for us to like add each other on Snapchat and like get our numbers and everything. So after like when he was about to leave, it
was because we were just FaceTiming through my phone, everybody. So you didn't really have to.
I didn't need to be there. Type shit.
Anyway.
So then I was there. So then we would talk as a group or whatever, and then after he left, before he left, I got her Snapchat and everything, and we kind of started talking low key more. Yeah. I think we probably talked more than y'all did. Me and Feathers.
In certain ways, maybe. Because, mind you, me and Officer did talk a good amount.
Y'all were on the phone all the time? We were on the phone all the time.
We were on the phone a lot. Either that or we would just text each other a lot.
Type shit. So then, we and it was kind of already, like, from the get, it was already kind of like a flirty thing for all of us, like, all two parties, the two parties that were involved. It was pretty flirtatious.
It was.
From the get. So, one thing led to another. We just kind of, we were just being flirty, and we just kind of, we got close, and then things started kind of like elevating where it was like, hey, I kind of really like you.
Yeah. Feelings were
elevated.
Feelings
were involved. And I think where it really went wrong, and I really never talked to her about this. I think I had maybe mentioned it. I really feel that it was unfair for both of us because I feel that we put unrealistic expectations on it. Because I feel that for what it was, mind you, these girls that we were talking to were nowhere that we lived.
At all.
Not in either one of our states.
Nope.
In a completely different one. So
it's crazy.
It just, so basically what I'm saying is I take responsibility for my part of it. I definitely led it on too far.
Yeah.
I led it on too far. I shouldn't have done that. You live and you learn.
Yeah.
So anyways, we, kept talking, and then the joke was brought up. Book a flight. Actually, it was we were supposed to book a flight. Me and Caleb.
Yeah.
We were supposed to book flights and go to them.
Yeah.
But that never happened.
It was the long distance Bay era.
The long distance Bay era. That was what we called each other. Long distance bays.
That was the group chat.
That was a group chat. There's four of us in the group chat. And you know what's funny? That's how me and Caleb got even closer.
Low key, because of them, we got closer.
Like we talked every now and then. We played video games every now and then. But it was before them, like we kind of talked. But after that, bro.
My brother's just another man.
He's my brother. He's my little brother too. So then, we started talking, and then again the joke got brought up, and then book a flight, and it's like whoa. And then all of a sudden, I'm at school one day.
Hold on, before you talk about that, we are low key dickheads for photoshopping a plane ticket.
Oh, we did do that. We did do that.
So what we did, all right,
damn.
So clarification. We photoshopped like a plane ticket to where they're at, right? And to our location, and saying that it's confirmed that we are gonna
literally
meet them.
Photoshopped the plane ticket.
Yeah, like that we're gonna meet them at this time. We're gonna stay for this long, and basically just making it seem like it was legit, like it was a real plane ticket.
They believed us.
It was like for a moment where they're like, "Oh my God, they're really coming!" This and that
for a second.
But then we were like,
nah, we're just kidding.
We're just kidding. April Fools.
It's cap. April Fools. It was April Fools.
Nah, it wasn't. We were nowhere near April. I don't think we were. I think it was like barely the start of the year or so.
Probably. Anyways.
Either way, yes.
Anyways, so, that was happening. We did the fake plane ticket. That was messed up. Anyways.
That'd be all right, they grown.
So, we were talking, and I'm at school one day, and then all of a sudden, I get a text message from Feathers, and it's actually a plane confirmation. She was coming to me. Mind you, at this time, mind you, at this time, I was still kind of feeding into the delusion, kind of, like the idea that maybe it could be something.
Yeah. Oh,
sorry, girl, but Anyways, so that happened, and I'm like, oh, okay, well, that's crazy. I'm actually gonna meet this person. Okay. Didn't believe it until it actually happened.
No, I remember because you called me.
I did call him.
He was like, "Yo, she is real coming." I was like, "What do you mean?"
Like, what do you mean, bro? Yes. So then we. So it's cold at this point.
Winter.
It's winter. So then she, we're building up. This happened maybe 2 months before. Like she got the plane ticket maybe a month before she actually came. Yeah. So I kind of had a month to process. Yeah. I was like, dang, this is kind of crazy. And really at first I was kind of into it. I was like, oh, it's kind of cool, whatever. She's coming to see me, right? Yeah. Well, when she gets here and everything's nice. She's a really good person. She's cool. It's fine. It's fun.
Vibes.
It's vibes. Yeah. We got along great. We had a great weekend. 5 days. I guess she was here 4 days. So, she was here for a pretty long time. We hung out every day. Like it was cool. That's cool. But from right from when maybe the day after she left, I was like I didn't have the same spark not because of her. I just didn't need that right then. I didn't want a relationship. I didn't want I really did. I had just kind of gotten out of I'm a junior. Yeah. Sophomore year I was dating this girl that kind of broke my heart type shit. So I'm still kind of healing from that. Mm-hmm. So
you're still in your healing process.
I'm still in my healing process, and I kind of, for entertainment, kind of strung her on. Sad. I'm sorry to say that, but that's kind of what happened. You gotta
be real.
I mean, it is kind of what it is. But that happened, and then from the realization, it was kind of I really need to not say I need to be careful with what I'm saying, basically. Yeah. So then, some things happened after that. We kept talking. Everything was kind of normal. Well, then comes, she was a grade above us. I was a junior, so she was a senior. Both of them were. You were a senior.
No, well, they're the same age.
They're the same age as you. Yeah, I'm a year younger than all of them. Yeah. So then it was around their graduation time, and it was their prom time, and they were born around the same time of their prom. Yeah. So they invited us, both of us. They were like, come to prom.
Come to prom.
It's our birthday. We're going to have a birthday party. You get to meet everybody, this and that. Yep. And me and him talked, and we were like, so he wasn't going to go.
I wasn't going to
He wasn't going to go. And I was contemplating
on actually going.
I mean, I was, as of then, I was going to go. I was going to go.
I just wasn't.
But then again, junior year, spring football was happening. Literally the week before I was supposed to take a flight.
Oh, is when you got...
I got a concussion playing football.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And I was like, hey, this is a brain thing. I can't risk this flying. I can't fly right now, and
I can't function right now.
It's I can't fly. I can't be in a different state, and what if something happens to me? Right. That's a serious thing, right?
It's a serious thing,
and it kind of just got blown out of proportion.
Because it was through the phone. So
emotions caught up to her, and us really. Mm-hmm. Emotions kind of caught up to us, and we just kind of. It was kind of a really big argument type thing, and she was really upset that I wasn't going to come. And that really made me upset because I felt like she didn't care about my health over prom.
Over prom, yeah. She was more worried about prom
She was more worried about pressing other people rather than me.
Yeah.
Therefore, you see that's she's not about me. She's not really for me. So from then on, it was we didn't talk after that.
After that,
we didn't talk. And that was kind of my whole situation. It was obviously there's some details that I'm leaving out. For privacy reasons. But, there was, it was really kind of bad on both parties. There was miscommunication. Like I said, there was unrealistic goals and expectations. It was man. So that's why for me, and also in that relationship or in that situationship, I found out that that's not something that I can do. I can't do long distance.
I
can't do that. I can't do because I almost did it with my ex. Like that's kind of what I was doing with my ex, and that didn't work out. So why the hell did I think that real long distance would actually work? You know, so that's been my experience with long distance stuff. Obviously, I mean, thankfully we've made up about it. We've talked about it. Yeah, we're on good terms, but we're grown-ups about it. We don't talk anymore, but that's neither here nor there.
No, it just kind of fell apart.
Yeah,
after a while. I mean,
like I said, like that whole little situation kind of turned both of us kind of. Well, you were already kind of. Y'all weren't really talking. You and Officer weren't talking as much at that point.
No, it's because with her, it was more so like. I would kind of call it like us just having fun, not necessarily getting somewhere. I feel like y'all
kept it realistic.
Yeah, we kept it realistic, but it did go. There was those moments where we were like, oh shit, like
right.
Feelings are getting involved,
right?
But we were cool with it,
right?
So we knew. I guess we knew what we were doing,
right?
We didn't force anything. We didn't push anything. It was just kind of go with the flow type beat.
Yep.
Whatever we were feeling.
That's how you do it.
Indeed.
That's how you do it.
Yeah. It is what it
is. I like I said, I feel that it just kind of went too far on our part. I feel that I just really what I've been saying is unrealistic for me. Like maybe she could do something like that. Maybe she's the type of person that can do things like that. Like do a long distance.
Couldn't tell you. But
it just doesn't work for me. It's not my thing. I am a very touchy person. I'm a very I like intimacy, not necessarily sex, but like, just being intimate with something. I like to dance in the kitchen while we're cooking. Like that's intimate as shit.
Let me sing for you.
That's intimate as shit. Let me there's things that are just like the little things that matter.
Yeah.
But you can only do some little things in person. You know what I'm saying? Like it's a hug.
In person?
Like a hug.
Yeah.
A hug. Holding my hand. Play with my hair.
I need a hug.
With that being said, that'll be the episode, boys and girls.
Oh my God.
I hope y'all liked that one. That one was kind of like, there were some funny parts of that.
Yeah.
Hopefully y'all enjoyed that one. That was kind of our take on relationships. We're not the best. We're barely getting into it. I will say though, now I've definitely grown and known what I like and don't like about relationships because of all of the relationships that I've been in.
Most definitely, because I feel like I've learned already so much about myself and how I should be. For sure. 100%. You know what I mean? How you should be as a man. For sure. As a boyfriend. Yeah. And like, for sure, I've learned a lot. I've grown a lot and I've understood a lot, you know, because again, I've reached out. I've felt comfortable enough to talk about it and be open about it. And now it's like, whoever the next special person in my life is gonna be, they're gonna get it all. Well, here's the thing. Now that I'm glad that we talk about that. I guess to end it off is this is the perfect way to end it off. Are you dating to marry, or are you just dating? I want to date to marry. Yeah, because like, if I'm with you for a reason. Like I picked you out of. Yeah, I'm not to sound like a dickhead or anything, but I picked you. Not that we have options. Right. It's just that like I picked you for a reason. Like you are special. Yeah. To me. Yeah. You know what I mean? Like you brought this light up to me. Right. You brought this light up to me, and then it's just like made my day. You make me feel loved. You know, not like any other person. I agree. I think I'm definitely at a place where I don't necessarily want to be in a relationship right now. I don't think I have the time financially. Yeah. I'm not ready. I do and I don't. Yes and no. Financially, I'm not ready. In my brain, I'm not ready. In my grown-up life, I'm not ready. I'm just not necessarily ready to settle down and be in a relationship right now. Like, I don't want to date at all right now. It's just kind of weird to say because it's acceptable. I'm a lover boy. I love being in love. I'm romantic as shit. I'm a helpless romantic. So for me, it's like I just even with that being the case, I still don't feel that I'm necessarily ready for a relationship. Because I like you were saying, I feel like I'm kind of ready to date to marry. Like I don't want to just date to date anymore. Yeah, no. Like we're grown. We grown. Yeah. I want to share the world with you. I can show you the world. All the shimmering shit. Yeah. What is it? All the shimmering. I don't remember. I need to watch that. It's been forever since I've seen it.
Damn, I don't even know the lyrics. My bad. Anyways.
It is Aladdin, though. We do know it's Aladdin.
It's Aladdin. It's Aladdin.
But yeah.
Well, we hope you enjoyed that episode. Make sure you like, comment, share, subscribe.
Share it with everybody.
Share with everybody.
Have everybody tuned in.
For real, have everybody tune in. I promise, like, now that we have the visuals and everything, we hope that we can maybe entertain y'all a little bit more. And it can be more interesting to watch because there's an actual, like, visuals and stuff now.
You can see the emotion.
Yeah. You can see our emotions.
And like what we talk about.
Yeah. So we hope that y'all are enjoying it. We can't wait to make more episodes, honestly. Like, this is the greatest thing.
We are trying to entertain you guys.
Entertain y'all.
You guys are
homies entertaining millions.
Indeed. So yeah, just make sure you tell your friends about it, tell your family about it. Anybody, give us suggestions in the comments, give us questions, tell us stories. We will be happy, super happy to be reading them or just answering questions on the podcast.
Heck yeah.
Because again, we want to make sure you guys are involved in this podcast in a way as well, because I believe that everyone can be a part of this organization.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
And be like, oh yeah, I know these people. They are my homies.
Yeah.
Again, homies entertaining millions.
Homies entertaining millions.
Please.
We love y'all. Thank y'all so much for y'all support.
Love y'all.
Love y'all. Peace.
Okay. We'll see you guys in the next episode.
See you guys. Bye.
Bye.